Yes, I am back again with authentic Australia visa updates. Do you know that Australia has caregiver visa and carer visa? Hold on, stop there. Yes, they are not the same thing. But yes, Australia has these two visas. They are not the same thing. Listen before you are scammed. In this video today, I'm going to explain to you the step-by-step guide on how to get any of these visas. And if this sounds like something you want to hear, please sit back and let's dig in. Welcome to my channel, Jenkenny's Immigration. This is my second channel I'm trying to build. If you know me from my previous channel, please do follow me here. Let's grow together. Thank you. Okay. Like, share, and subscribe to my new channel. All right. In May 2023, Australia released a shocking news, a breaking news. First ever, the introduction of caregiver visas. Like, people were shocked. That was first time ever. And that caregiver visa is for the following occupation: nursing support worker, personal care assistant, age or disability care, or nursing assistant, anything you call it. Okay. So this visa has a process. Okay, a lot of people have used this visa to come to Australia. A lot of people from UK, I'm not talking about only Africans, Asians as well. A lot of people from Africa, I've seen Zimbabwe, I've seen South Africans, I've seen Kenyans, I've seen Nigerians come here. But mostly, people that were in UK capitalized on this visa to move into Australia because that was at the peak of the time where I think some of them were looking for where to run to. All right, there was a saving grace. Hip, 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 hooray. One for Australia. Okay, so the process for this visa is you must follow the process. It is under DAMA agreement. DAMA agreement means that Australia immigration has recognized that there is shortage in caregivers and they put a DAMA agreement. And in that DAMA agreement, they've allowed employers, okay, care homes to bring overseas trained caregivers to Australia under certain rules. This visa is visa 482, which currently we call skills in demand visa. But this is under DAMA agreement category. Okay. What is the process for this visa? Remember, we have two visas, caregiver visa and carer visa. So the first one I'm talking about is caregiver visa. I will talk about carer visa after this one, so you don't get confused. Okay. So under visa 482 DAMA agreement, there is aged care DAMA agreement, which gives you caregiver visa 482. Now, what is the process? Okay. So the government said you must do skill assessment. The skill assessment is one of the easiest you can do ever. I have a comprehensive video, but I'm going to make another one in case that one is confusing anyone. Okay. If you follow that process, you do skill assessment. Who does the skill assessment? The government appointed to organization. Okay. And they are Australian Nursing and Midwifery Accreditation Council, that is AMAC. And also they have another one, which is Australia Community Worker Association. Okay. So depending on what you are, if you are a personal carer, like you work in the hospital or something, you go for AMAC. If you're a support worker, disability worker, you go for community association. Okay. So the process, they have the same process. You must at least have either of these two. Okay. Certificate in caregiver, aged care, whatever you call it. And in that certificate, you must have acquired at least 120 hours of practical component. It means that you've done practical as part of your training, or you have had at least 12 months, that is 1 year working experience as a caregiver. Okay. So you just submit the documents to them and you pay your fee. The fee is 595 Australian dollars. Most people I've seen done the skill assessment, they got positive skill assessment. I've seen someone that didn't get positive assessment because when they check, because they make phone calls and they send information, when they check, the company the person used as work experience was not registered in that country. Okay. Otherwise, every other people I have seen so far, they go positive skill assessment as long as you follow the process. Okay. Now, after the skill assessment, you must find a job. You don't need English to do skill assessment, but after skill assessment, you must find a job. Okay. I'm going to drop a link for accredited employers for this very visa, for caregiver visa. I have a blog on that will show you all the people that can, all the companies that can employ you under this DAMA agreement, okay? Because they have signed memorandum of understanding with the government. All right. So after that, that's when you look for a job. When you find a job and want to apply for the visa, the company will help you. And that is when you bring your IELTS or PT or what is it? It is okay. So the English score is 5.0 IELTS or PTE equivalent. Yes. Okay. So it's general and it's very easy to get. So the process you must follow. Now, let me talk about the agents that are offering you this. Any agent that tells you that they will give you Australia Caregiver Visa, which is under this DAMA agreement, Visa 482, without talking about you bringing all these documents I've mentioned and doing your skill assessment, it is a scam. You need to run away, like run as fast as you can. You know me, I preach against these scammers. I open people's eyes to show them the right information. Okay, I hope this sinks in. Now we have finished talking about caregiver visa under visa 482 DAMA agreement stream. Let's move over to Australia CARER visa. Okay, all right. So the second visa I want to talk about is Australia CARER visa. This is not caregiver visa, CARER visa, and there are two types: visa 836 and visa 116, visa 836 and visa 116. Okay, so they are under family visa. They are not actually under skilled or work visa. Okay, they are particularly under family visa, and I will tell you what these two visas are all about. They serve the same purpose, but one, you must have been in Australia to have one, and the other one, you can get it from outside of Australia. Okay, I'm saying this because agents have been promising people CARER visa that you can only get while you are in Australia, while these people are in Africa. So I was wondering, what magic are these agents going to make to bend the rules? You already know Australia immigration rules. Okay, all right, so let's dig in. This visa 836, this is a permanent visa. It lets you stay in Australia to care for someone with a long-term medical condition who has no reasonable access to care option in Australia. Okay, this is 836 subclass. Now, the same explanation goes to visa 116, which is also a CARER visa. Okay, this is a permanent resident visa. It lets you stay in Australia to care for someone with a long-term medical condition who has no reasonable access to care option. What is the difference? The difference is that for visa 836, you must be in Australia and have a substantial visa for you to apply for it. But for visa 116, you can apply from outside of Australia. Remember, I said they are family visa. You are coming to care for someone that has a long-term medical condition who has no reasonable access to care options in Australia. You must be sponsored by either the person you're coming to care for or a family of the person you are coming to care for. And remember that the condition is that this person must not have had any access to reasonable care in Australia or care option. Now, the question is this. There are a lot of care option in Australia currently. Okay, so you have to know what type of medical condition, long-term medical condition is this person having, and there must be a family or a person suffering this long-term condition to sponsor you. Why I'm saying this is that you need to know the rules. The person has to apply to sponsor you, and the immigration will approve it before they will start processing your visa. Does it make sense? So your sponsor will be either the family of the person suffering long-term medical condition, or the person that is suffering long-term medical condition that has no care access in Australia. Okay, so it's not something agent will come and tell you, I will give you this visa. You need to ask question. Who is sponsoring me? What is your plan? You need to ask question before you release your money. Okay, all right. Now it is clear that Australia has a caregiver visa and carer visa. I guess it's all clear to you now. You know which one to go for, and you know the process, okay? And that brings us to the end of this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel for more to come, migration information, Australia, New Zealand, and other countries, please do subscribe for more authentic information. Drop your question, and I'm going to release the list of employers for Australia caregiver visa in the comment section. All right, see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.